Breathe deeply and prepare to discover the most powerful secret about manifestation that nobody talks about. Everyone teaches you how to raise your vibration. Everyone teaches you visualization techniques. Everyone teaches you affirmations. But almost nobody teaches you the one thing that actually determines whether your manifestations arrive or not. And that one thing is this: your ability to maintain your energy regardless of what's happening around you. Your ability to stay unshakable. Your ability to remain centered no matter what circumstances appear. Because here's the truth that changes everything. The universe is not responding to what you want. The universe is responding to who you are being, and who you are being is determined by whether your energy can be disturbed or not. Before we go any further, I need you to make a declaration right now. Leave a comment with these exact words: "Nothing disturbs my energy." Not, "I hope nothing disturbs my energy." Not, "I try not to let things disturb my energy." But "Nothing disturbs my energy." Because that's not just a statement. That's a command to your subconscious. That's a declaration to the universe. That's the frequency that creates miracles. So write it now. Nothing disturbs my energy. Feel something solidify inside you as you write it. This is the beginning of your unshakable power. Now, let me explain what I mean by energy, because this is crucial. Your energy is not just your mood. It's not just how you feel. Your energy is your vibration. It's the frequency you're broadcasting to the universe at any given moment. And that frequency is what's creating your reality. Not your words, not your visualizations, not your affirmations. Your frequency, your vibration, your energy. And here's the problem that most people have. Their energy is constantly being disturbed. Someone says something negative, their energy drops. They see their bank account, their energy drops. They get bad news, their energy drops. They encounter an obstacle, their energy drops. They're like a radio that keeps changing stations, and because their frequency keeps changing, they never hold any one frequency long enough for it to manifest. But imagine if you could hold your frequency steady. Imagine if nothing could disturb your energy. Not bad news, not obstacles, not other people's negativity, not circumstances, not even your own thoughts. Imagine if you could maintain a high, stable frequency regardless of what's happening around you. What do you think would happen? I'll tell you exactly what would happen. The universe would have no choice but to respond to that frequency. It would have no choice but to bring you circumstances that match that unshakable energy, because you're no longer sending mixed signals. You're no longer fluctuating. You're steady, you're stable, you're certain, and certainty is magnetic. Think about the most successful people you know. Think about the people who seem to manifest effortlessly. Think about the people who always land on their feet no matter what. What do they all have in common? They're unshakable. Things happen to them, yes. Challenges appear, yes. But their energy doesn't change. They remain calm. They remain confident. They remain certain. They don't react to circumstances. They respond from their power. And because their energy is stable, because their frequency is consistent, the universe knows exactly what to give them. More of what matches that frequency. More success, more opportunity, more abundance. If you haven't already, write in the comments, "Nothing disturbs my energy." And if this message is opening your eyes to something you've been missing, if you're realizing that this is the piece you've been searching for, subscribe to this channel and like this video. Because what I'm about to teach you tonight will transform not just your manifestations, but your entire life. Here's what most people don't understand. The universe is testing you constantly, not because it wants to punish you, not because it wants to keep your desires from you, but because it needs to know, is this frequency real? Is this person serious? Are they truly operating at this level? Or are they just pretending? And the way the universe tests you is by sending you circumstances that could disturb your energy, could lower your vibration, could make you doubt, could make you fear, could make you react. And here's the truth. Most people fail the test. Something challenging happens, and immediately their energy drops. They start worrying, they start doubting, they start complaining, they start operating from fear instead of faith. And the universe says, "Okay, I see. This person's frequency is not stable. This person is not ready for what they're asking for. I need to wait until they can hold the frequency before I deliver the manifestation." But when you behave like nothing can disturb your energy, when you maintain your frequency regardless of what appears, you pass the test. And the universe says, "Okay, this person is real. This person is stable. This person is ready. Let's deliver." And that's when everything shifts. That's when your manifestations start flowing. That's when doors start opening. That's when miracles start happening. Not because you got lucky, but because you proved that your frequency frequency is unshakable. Let me give you a specific example so you can understand this clearly. Let's say you're manifesting financial abundance. You're doing your visualizations. You're feeling abundant. You're holding that frequency. Good. But then you check your bank account and it's lower than you expected. This is the test. This is the universe asking, is your abundance frequency real or is it dependent on your bank account? Most people fail this test. They see the low balance and immediately their energy drops. They start worrying about money. They start stressing about bills. They start operating from lack. And by doing so, they prove that their abundance frequency was conditional. It was dependent on circumstances. It wasn't real. But imagine if you see that low bank balance and nothing happens to your energy. You look at it and you think, interesting, this is temporary. This doesn't define me. I am abundant regardless of what this number says. My abundance is coming. I maintain my frequency. And you go about your day feeling abundant, thinking abundant thoughts, making abundant decisions, as if nothing happened. You just passed the test. You just proved that your frequency is unshakable. And the universe must respond by bringing you the abundance you're holding the frequency for. It's law, or let's say you're manifesting a relationship. You're feeling loved. You're holding the frequency of having your perfect partner. Good, but then you have a bad date, or someone rejects you, or you see happy couples and feel lonely. This is the test. The universe is asking, is your love frequency real, or is it dependent on having a partner? Most people fail this test. They have a bad experience, and immediately their energy drops into loneliness, into unworthiness, into doubt. And by doing so, they prove that their love frequency was conditional. But imagine if you have that bad date and nothing happens to your energy. You think, that person wasn't my person. My perfect partner is still coming. I maintain my frequency of being loved. And you continue to feel loved, to think loving thoughts, to treat yourself with love, to be the energy of love, as if nothing happened. You just passed the test, and your perfect partner must appear, because you've proven that your frequency is stable. Do you see how this works? The circumstances are not the problem. The circumstances are the test. And your ability to maintain your energy regardless of the circumstances is what determines whether you pass or fail. And whether you pass or fail determines whether your manifestations arrive or not. Write in the comments again, nothing disturbs my energy. Each time you write this, you're strengthening your energetic foundation. You're training yourself to be unshakable. Now, let me teach you exactly how to behave like nothing can disturb your energy, because this is not something that happens automatically. This is something you practice. This is something you cultivate. This is something you master. And I'm going to give you a step-by-step system that, if you follow it consistently, will make you absolutely unshakable within 30 days. Step 1. Recognize the test. The first step to passing the test is recognizing that it's a test. When something challenging happens, when something tries to disturb your energy, instead of reacting immediately, pause, take a breath, and say to yourself, this is a test. The universe is testing my frequency. Do I maintain my energy, or do I let this circumstance disturb me? Just this simple recognition changes everything, because now you're not a victim of circumstances. You're a conscious participant in a test, and you have a choice about how to respond. Step 2. Return to your center. Your center is that place inside you where you're connected to your power, your peace, your certainty. It's the place beneath all the noise, beneath all the circumstances, beneath all the emotions. And no matter what's happening around you, you can always return to your center. The way you return is through breath. 3 deep breaths. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4. Exhale for 6. And as you breathe, feel yourself dropping from your head into your heart. Feel yourself moving from reaction to response. Feel yourself coming back to your power. Step 3. Choose your response. Now that you're centered, now that you're in your power, you get to choose how you respond to this circumstance. And the response that maintains your energy is always some variation of, this doesn't define me, this doesn't change my frequency, I maintain my vision, I trust the process, I stay in my power. You might not say these exact words, but this is the energy, this is the frequency, this is the unshakable response. Step 4. Take aligned action if necessary. Sometimes maintaining your energy means taking action, but it's not reactive action, it's not panicked action, it's not desperate action, it's aligned action. Action from your center, action from your power, action that feels right. And sometimes, maintaining your energy means taking no action at all. Sometimes it means simply allowing, simply trusting, simply holding your frequency and letting the universe work it out. These 4 steps, practiced consistently every time something tries to disturb your energy, will make you unshakable. At first, you'll have to consciously remember these steps. You'll have to deliberately practice them, but gradually, they'll become automatic. Gradually, your first response to any challenge will be to maintain your center, to hold your frequency, to stay in your power. And when that becomes your automatic response, when nothing can disturb your energy anymore, that's when you become a manifestation master. That's when everything you desire flows to you easily. Now, let me address something important. Some people think that being unshakable means being emotionless. They think it means not caring. They think it means being cold or detached. But that's not what this is about at all. You can feel emotions. You can care deeply. You can be fully engaged with life. But underneath all of that, there's a stability. There's a certainty. There's a core that remains untouched by circumstances. You're like a mountain. Weather happens on the surface. Storms come. Wind blows. Rain falls. But deep inside, the mountain is unmoved, unchanged, unshakable. That's what you're becoming. Let me give you a powerful practice that will help you develop this unshakable energy. I call it the stability practice, and it has 3 parts. Part 1, morning declaration. Every morning, before you start your day, before you check your phone, before you do anything else, place your hand over your heart and say, "Today, nothing will disturb my energy. Whatever happens, I maintain my center. I stay in my power. I hold my frequency. I am unshakable." And as you say this, feel it. Feel the stability. Feel the certainty. Feel the power. This morning declaration sets the tone for your entire day. It programs your subconscious to maintain your energy no matter what. Part 2, energy check-ins. Throughout your day, set reminders to check in with your energy. Every 2 hours, stop what you're doing for just 30 seconds. Close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and ask yourself, am I in my power right now? Is my energy stable, or have I let something disturb me? If you notice you've been disturbed, don't judge yourself. Just return to center using the 4 steps I taught you earlier. Recognize the test, return to your center, choose your response, take aligned action if necessary. Part 3, evening review. Before you go to sleep, review your day. Think about the moments when something tried to disturb your energy. How did you respond? Did you maintain your center, or did you let yourself be disturbed? If you maintained your center, celebrate that. Acknowledge yourself. Reinforce that pattern. If you let yourself be disturbed, don't beat yourself up. Just notice it, learn from it, and recommit to maintaining your energy tomorrow. This evening review creates a feedback loop that accelerates your growth. You get better and better at maintaining your energy because you're consciously learning from every experience. These 3 practices, done consistently for 30 days, will transform you. You'll become someone who cannot be shaken, someone who maintains their frequency no matter what, someone who passes every test the universe sends. And that person, that unshakable person, manifests effortlessly because their frequency is consistent. Their signal is clear. The universe knows exactly what to give them. Now, I want to talk about something that happens when you become unshakable, something magical, something that most people never experience because they never develop this stability. When you become truly unshakable, when nothing can disturb your energy, you develop what I call reality influence. You stop being influenced by reality and you start influencing reality. Let me explain what I mean. Most people are like thermometers. They read the temperature of their environment and match it. Someone around them is negative, they become negative. They see lack, they feel lack. They encounter obstacles, they feel defeated. They're constantly being influenced by their reality. But when you become unshakable, you become like a thermostat. You set the temperature regardless of the environment. You maintain your frequency regardless of circumstances. And here's what's amazing. When you hold a frequency consistently, when you're unshakable in it, the environment begins to match you. People around you start to shift their energy to match yours. Circumstances start to rearrange themselves to match your frequency. You literally start to influence reality instead of being influenced by it. This is not theory. This is not metaphor. This is how energy works. Energy always flows from strong to weak, from stable to unstable. When you're unshakable, when your energy is rock solid, you become the dominant frequency in any situation, and everything around you must eventually match that frequency or move away from you. This is why unshakable people seem to have luck. This is why they seem to manifest miracles. They're not lucky. They're just holding such a strong, stable frequency that reality has no choice but to match it. Let me share a personal story. There was a time when I was facing what seemed like an impossible situation. Everything in my external reality said I should panic, I should worry, I should be afraid. And honestly, part of me wanted to react that way. But I remembered this principle. I remembered that if I let this circumstance disturb my energy, I would fail the test. So I made a decision. I decided that no matter what happened, I would maintain my frequency of certainty, of peace, of knowing that everything was working out for my highest good. And it was hard at first. My mind wanted to spin into worry. My emotions wanted to drop into fear. But every time I felt that happening, I returned to center. I breathed. I reconnected with my power. I chose to maintain my frequency. And I kept doing this day after day, even though nothing in my external reality was changing yet. Even though it looked like things were getting worse, I maintained my energy. And then something shifted. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't sudden. But circumstances started to change. People started showing up to help. Solutions started appearing. Doors started opening. And within a few weeks, the impossible situation had completely resolved. Not just resolved, but resolved better than I could have planned. And I realized the universe was testing me. And because I maintained my energy, because I passed the test, the universe delivered. Everything shifted the moment my energy became unshakable. That experience taught me everything I'm teaching you tonight. It taught me that circumstances don't create your reality. Your energy creates your reality. It taught me that the moment you become unshakable is the moment everything shifts. It taught me that the universe is always testing you, and passing the test is just a matter of maintaining your frequency regardless of what appears. Write one more time in the comments. Nothing disturbs my energy. Feel it becoming more true each time you write it. Feel yourself becoming more stable. Feel yourself becoming unshakable. Now let me give you specific scenarios and teach you exactly how to maintain your energy in each one. These are the most common tests that people face, and I'm going to show you exactly how to pass them. Test 1. Financial stress. You see a bill you can't pay. You lose a source of income. You see your bank account getting lower. Your immediate reaction might be to panic. But remember, this is a test. So you stop, you breathe, you return to center, and you say, this number doesn't define my abundance. I am abundant regardless of what this says. This is temporary. My financial breakthrough is coming. I maintain my frequency of abundance. And you go about your day making decisions from abundance, not from lack. You pass the test. Test 2. Relationship challenge. Someone treats you badly. A relationship ends. You feel rejected or lonely. Your immediate reaction might be to feel unworthy or to close your heart. But this is a test. So you stop, you breathe, you return to center, and you say, this experience doesn't define my worthiness. I am worthy of love regardless of what happened. My perfect relationship is coming. I maintain my frequency of being loved, and you continue to treat yourself with love, to be loving energy, to stay open. You pass the test. Test 3. Career setback. You don't get the job. You get passed over for promotion. Your business isn't growing as fast as you want. Your immediate reaction might be to feel like a failure, but this is a test. So you stop, you breathe, you return to center, and you say, this setback doesn't define my success. I am successful regardless of this outcome. This is redirecting me to something better. I maintain my frequency of success. And you continue to show up as someone who is successful, to make decisions like someone who is successful, to carry yourself with the confidence of success. You pass the test. Test 4. Health concern. You get a diagnosis. You see your body changing in ways you don't like. You feel pain or limitation. Your immediate reaction might be to fear or to see yourself as broken, but this is a test. So you stop, you breathe, you return to center, and you say, this condition doesn't define my health. My body is intelligent and healing. I see myself as healthy regardless of current symptoms. I maintain my frequency of perfect health. And you treat your body with love. You make healthy choices. You see yourself as vibrant and whole. You pass the test. Test 5. Other people's negativity. Someone criticizes you. Someone doubts you. Someone tries to bring you down to their frequency. Your immediate reaction might be to defend yourself or to absorb their negativity, but this is a test, so you stop, you breathe, you return to center, and you say, their opinion doesn't disturb my energy. I know who I am. I know what I'm creating. I maintain my frequency regardless of what others think, and you continue in your power, unaffected by their frequency. You pass the test. Do you see the pattern? In every test, the process is the same. Recognize the test. Return to center. Choose your response from power. Maintain your frequency. And when you do this consistently, when you pass test after test after test, the universe realizes, this person is unshakable. This person is ready. Let's give them what they're asking for. And everything shifts. Now I want to teach you one more practice that's incredibly powerful for developing unshakable energy. I call it the anchor practice. Here's how it works. Choose a physical anchor. This could be a specific breathing pattern. This could be placing your hand over your heart. This could be touching your thumb and index finger together. Anything physical that you can do discreetly anywhere. This is going to become your instant reset button. Now, for the next 7 days, every morning during your morning declaration, when you're feeling stable and powerful, do your anchor. Say your declaration while doing your anchor. Nothing disturbs my energy while doing your breathing pattern or touching your heart or whatever anchor you chose. Do this every morning. You're creating a neurological connection between your anchor and your state of unshakable power. After 7 days, that connection is established. Now, anytime during your day when something tries to disturb your energy, you can use your anchor. Do your breathing pattern, or touch your heart, or touch your fingers, and instantly your nervous system will remember the state of power. Instantly, you'll feel yourself returning to center. Instantly, you'll access your unshakable energy. This anchor becomes your shortcut to stability, and the more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Let me tell you what's going to happen as you practice all of this. As you become more and more unshakable, you're going to notice something interesting. The tests become less frequent. The universe doesn't need to test you as much because it can feel that your frequency is stable. You've proven yourself. You've passed enough tests that the universe trusts your frequency. And when that happens, when the tests stop coming as often, that's when the manifestations start flowing. That's when the miracles start happening. That's when everything you've been holding the frequency for starts to appear in your physical reality. But here's something important. Even after you become unshakable, even after you've mastered this, you still need to maintain your practice. Because maintaining unshakable energy is not a destination. It's a way of being. It's not something you achieve once and forget about. It's something you practice daily. It's how you live. It's who you become. And here's the beautiful thing. Once you've developed this unshakable energy, once you've proven that nothing can disturb your frequency, you realize something profound. You realize that you were never at the mercy of circumstances. You realize that you've always had the power to choose your energy, regardless of what's happening. You realize that freedom doesn't come from controlling your circumstances. Freedom comes from being unshakable in your energy, regardless of circumstances. And that realization, that embodied understanding, that's what makes you truly powerful. That's what makes you a master creator. That's what makes you magnetic to everything you desire. So tonight, as you prepare for sleep, I want you to make a commitment. Commit to practicing unshakable energy for the next 30 days. Commit to doing your morning declaration. Commit to your energy check-ins. Commit to your evening review. Commit to recognizing the tests and maintaining your frequency. Commit to becoming someone who cannot be disturbed. Because 30 days from now, if you do this consistently, you will be a completely different person. You will be unshakable, and your life will reflect that. Place your hand on your heart right now and say, I am unshakable. Nothing disturbs my energy. I maintain my frequency regardless of circumstances. I pass every test. I hold my power. I stay in my center. I am stable. I am certain. I am unshakable. And because I am unshakable, everything shifts. My reality must match my energy. My manifestations must come. My desires must appear. Because I have proven that my frequency is real, I am unshakable. Feel that declaration settle into your bones. Feel it becoming your identity. Feel yourself transforming right now into someone who cannot be shaken. Feel the power of that. Feel the freedom of that. Feel the certainty of that. And now, begin your breathing practice. Breathe in stability. Breathe out disturbance. Breathe in power. Breathe out reaction. Breathe in certainty. Breathe out doubt. With each breath, feel yourself becoming more grounded, more centered, more unshakable. Feel yourself dropping into that place inside you that is always stable, always powerful, always certain, regardless of what's happening on the surface. And as you drift off to sleep tonight, hold this frequency, hold this unshakable energy. Let it be the last thing in your consciousness. And trust that while you sleep, this energy is integrating into every cell of your body. You're becoming unshakable at a cellular level. You're being programmed for stability. You're being transformed into someone who maintains their frequency no matter what. And tomorrow, when you wake up as this person. You wake up unshakable, and you move through your day from that power. And when tests come, because they will come, you recognize them. You maintain your energy, you pass them, and you watch as everything begins to shift, as doors open, as opportunities appear, as your manifestations flow in, not because you got lucky, but because you became unshakable. And unshakable energy creates an unshakable reality. Sleep well tonight. Rest deeply, and wake up tomorrow as the unshakable version of you, the version who passes every test, the version who maintains every frequency, the version who creates every miracle. That version is who you truly are, and tonight you're finally becoming them. Good night.